Good morning, welcome to Something Saturday. So today I thought we would take a look at textured floral, which I managed to pick up the other day at, I think it was a 15% discount on top of my already demonstrator discount. So as a demonstrator I get 20 to 25% depending on which title I'm sitting at. Currently I'm at 25%, so that's rather nice. Anyway, there was a sale on stamp sets a few weeks ago now, and this is one of the ones that I managed to pick up at it. At the time I sort of rummaged through the online store to decide which ones I wanted. So I saw it and I didn't actually realise that it also has dies that coordinate with it. But having said that, they're now separate anyway because they were in a previous catalogue. So I will probably just buy the dies some point down the line. Although I actually think it's a really pretty set just as a standalone. I'm quite interested in these three though. I think they look good. All right, I'm going to pop this away. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to show you. So in the catalogue on page 22 there are these little designs for different ideas for cards. So I was thinking that what I might do today is, with this stamp set, I'm going to create an A4 sheet that just has this randomly all over it, and then I thought I could cut it up and use it in some of these designs. So that is what we're going to have a go at today. Aren't you excited? And I have put it on top of my glass board because I want to be able to stamp really well with this. And it's kind of cool because it gives you the whole area to stamp on, and you don't have to worry about the fact that you're going to fall off the edge of something. However, I have noticed that you can probably see it now that I get like a line of light. So that is why that is going to sit on top of there for now. And this is actually my bit of card that I'm going to stamp on anyway. So I have taken the liberty of grabbing some colours. These are the colours I've grabbed. So what I wanted was 3 different yellows going from light to darker, and then 3 different pinks also of the same hue but going again light to dark. So I've got Lemon Lolly, Daffodil Delight and Crushed Curry, and then I've got Bubble Bath, Fresh Freesia and Petunia Pop because I think the 3 of those go quite nicely together, and obviously the 3 of those go quite nicely together. Not sure whether I'll use them all. And then the last one I've got is some green because, hey, we have leaves and we want green leaves. We don't want pink or yellow leaves really. I just don't think they're quite the same if you do pink or yellow leaves really. Okay. So now what to do? When I create something that actually is going to cover an entire page, I usually start with the largest stamp. So in this instance, this one and this one are my 2 largest stamps, which are these 2. And I'm guessing that this is meant to be the leaves that go with this. That is my theory, and I am hoping I'm correct. I'm not quite sure how they're supposed to go together or whether it's supposed to... No, don't think it is. Have absolutely no idea how this is going to turn out. Haven't practiced it. This is the first time I'm using this stamp set. So just a little disclaimer there. And what I'm going to do is start with my largest one in the lightest colour. So just pop those, stand them up all together, and I'm going to grab myself a scrap bit of paper just so that I can pop that underneath. Wow, okay. Wonder if I need to re-ink this. Well, we'll find out in a minute, won't we? Might need to re-ink. Hang on a second. So if you have ever re-inked an ink pad, you'll know what I'm going to do, but if you haven't, then this could be quite interesting for you. So pretty much you just take your re-inker and draw the ink onto it. It would appear that I have to press pretty hard with this one. Ooh. So you can either draw onto it or you can let it dot. And just keep going. And then just take, you could take a bone scorer or pretty much any sort of bluntish instrument, which is why I'm going to use the edge of this. And you just want to push the ink into it. So I still feel like there's, it needs more actually. That's better. Now I can see that the ink is actually moving around on it a little bit. It's not looking quite so parched. Let's grab tissue and give that a quick clean off. Alright, going to be back in a minute because I have just realised that I have left my cleaner inside. Right, so round two. Now, hopefully, this will actually look a lot better now. Oh, that's kind of pretty. And, yeah, it's got something in the middle of that sheet. Don't really want that. When you do this sort of thing, it is best to try and do a few that are coming off the sides as well. I usually find that looks kind of nice. Oh, that is such a pretty colour. My goodness. I wonder if I should do any more. Not sure. Okay. We'll call it a day with that colour and that particular one. And we'll move on to this one, which is my old olive. I'm wondering whether this is going to look too dark with it, actually. Let's have a look. I think that is going to be too dark with it. I think I need a lighter green than that. So let's investigate. Soft sea foam. That would go well. I wonder whether this needs re-inking. Oh no, that one looks good. All right, we shall go for it. Apparently I have some extra bits on there. So, oh, that is really gorgeous. And as you can probably tell, I'm not actually being at all accurate with it. I have worked this one out. There's like 3 little pieces that go to those 3 dots there. So I worked out the bottom of it. I'm not sure about the top of it. Kind of. Now what to use? I seem to have... I have to keep consulting this because I'm not 100% sure exactly what I've got here. So let's just keep it going. And we've got that. So that is greenery. I've got 3 different flowers here. Not sure what that one goes with. Okay. Wonder if it's... yeah, I just don't know what that one is supposed to go with. Whether it's meant to go on top of that or... I don't know. Was kind of thinking that one is supposed to have this one in the middle of it, but I'm not sure whether that's already got something in the middle of it. Oh well, I better stamp it and find out. So let's go with the next color. We're going to go, no, we're going to try the fresh freesia. Ooh, with maybe this one. Ooh, yikes. Okay. Just going to give that a bit of a scrub up on my arm to get a bit of skin onto it, because I think it'll probably stamp a lot better. Yeah, see how it's got all the dots in it on this one. Not so good. Don't really want lots of dots in it. So I wonder whether... wonder what they're for. Right, gonna stamp myself one of those. And maybe I should just check out these pieces before I try and stamp them on something. Let's see. We've got one like that. We've got one like this. And we've got this one. Right. Kind of feel like that could go into the middle, maybe. Let's try this one on this one. Don't really like that very much. Okay. Round 2. I can't say I'm really liking any of this so far. Right. Right. Okay. That's possibly better if I manage to get it in the right spot. What's the other one? This one here. I think this is probably way too big for it. Yeah, it is. Plus the fact I just stamped it in completely the wrong spot. All right. Well, wonder what it would look like if I did... Just give this a quick clean off. I've already stamped that one in the pink, but if I was to stamp this one in the light yellow and then add a dark yellow center to it, I'm still not convinced. Maybe it could just be of its own accord, just a little extra something. Might do. Might. Hang on. Let's put that one to one side. Let's just do a little randoms. There you go. I'm okay with that. Whoops. I would be okay with it if I could actually manage to stamp it in the right spot. Oh, great. Yep, I think that's all of it. Yes, I'm quite okay with that now. Let's just pop that one away. And then, oh, excuse me. Let's move on to my yellows. Now, this one I haven't done yet, so I am thinking maybe the mid yellow. Daffodil Delight, this one is. That's okay. Just going with a darker yellow inside the and this is looking really pretty now, actually. So I'm thinking now I might grab some of the soft sea foam and just with this this one here, it's just quite a nice one, but I'm just thinking that if I was to stamp it off, I could actually get like quite a light sort of colour to fill in some of these gaps. So just going to go with that. Oops, that didn't work. Just so long as I remember to stamp it off each time, because otherwise I'll have this big sudden green thing going on if I forget. That's looking pretty good. All right, so I think last but not least, I'm going to use a little bit of my lemon lolly. I'm just going to test it out on here. I think that'll look all right if I use some of that in the other gaps. Cool, you think you're done and then you find another little area that might need it. Okay, I think that'll do. Oh, goodness me. So that is what I have now. And I think that's really pretty. So now I'm going to find these card designs and start chopping it up to do something with it. Ooh, what to do with it? What to do? Well, let's start at the beginning, shall we? We have a design that goes like that, like that. We need a white base card. So one white base card. And let's make a decision of what colours we want. Or which pieces, what size even. So let's... So I know that my base card is 10.5 across. Let's just see if I can somehow move this. Breathe in, catalogue. And I actually don't want it to be that size. So let's go with 7.4. And let's make it, I think if I go the 10.5, then that should be nice and even. It is. Okay. So that'll look really pretty on something. So we've got that. We need something to go underneath it, and I'm thinking probably a plain piece of cardstock would go nicely. So one of the colours that I've used, I've got a bit of petunia pop here. Marvellous. I will make this maybe about, I don't know, 8 centimetres. Just a case of I'm making this one slightly larger than I'm making this one and popping them together like that. There, that's pretty. Where's my other ones? I might just go, oh god, if I can get it open, the fresh freezer, and just dab the edge of it into this fresh freezer pad. So I was going to say to you that if you don't have the colour cardstock that you want, I'm going to quickly show you how you could create it. So potentially, let's see if I can find a piece of white. This one will do. Maybe, if I can get it open. So if you have the colour ink that you want, but not the cardstock that you want, this is how you can do it. You can either, where's my bit of scrap paper? You can either take this and one of the blending brushes and just blend the colour into it like that. Or the other way, if you want it to be more intense, is to literally just rub it on there. Equally, you probably do want to have a re-inker if you're going to do this method, because it uses a fair bit of ink on it. Nope. Apparently it's not going to swipe well. So it's a little painstaking, but you know, if you don't want to buy the colour, then that will look fine sitting with something like that behind it. And plus the fact you end up with this really cool extra graduation look on the cardstock. So it doesn't have to look perfect, the cardstock, unless you really want it to. Yeah, just thought I would share that little tip with you. Now, I'm pretty sure I saw a card in here that had a piece that looked similar to this in size. And I can't see maybe that possibility. Got a piece going that way and a piece going this way, and then we need a little something in the middle of it. So we're just going to stick those down, I reckon, with something. In this case, the something is Tombow. So let's put that there. And we'll actually put this one flat as well, because the other thing's going to go over top of it. So let's put that way onto it. Oh, let's make sure it opens the right way. Thank goodness for that. Otherwise we could have had an upside down card. Woohoo! And then we need just a little something to go across there. I'm wondering whether I can get away with actually taking another little section out of this. So might do that. Now, what am I going to say? Every thought of you makes me smile. That's a bit yikes. Smile. I like smile. You know, I'm actually going to go with just using part of that stamp, because I find the every thought of you makes me smile a little naff, to be perfectly honest. And I'm just going to use smile. So we need it to be, just going to measure how big smile is. So I could do it somewhere between 1.5 and 2 centimeters. We'll make it 2 centimeters. So 2 centimeters wide. We're just going to chop that whole section off there and use part of it. So we want smile, and I really want this in the darkest color so it actually shows up. So let's see how we go. That looks pretty good. I don't think I've managed to get it on anything other than smile. Smile. Excellent. That worked. Woohoo! Give smile a quick clean off. I shall wipe that smile off. Oh, fighting words. And so this one, it shows as being like a little... You all knew what I meant by that. I know you did. And we are going to go with approximately that much. Approximately that much. So probably about there, I would say. Let's hope so, because it's cut now. And to get that little fork in it, you want to aim for about the middle, and you just cut in, and then you cut to there, to the middle of that, and there to the middle of that. And we shall just do the same on the other side. Cut to the middle, cut to the middle. And I am actually thinking with this one that it would look nice. I'm going to add a little bit of the petunia pop just around the outside of it, because I do want it to stand out a little bit. So it also seems to use a piece of ribbon or something like that. So there's our smile. Oh, what have I got? Oh, I actually have some ribbon that matches this. Didn't think about this beforehand. So I actually have Petunia Pop ribbon. I would quite like it to be thinner than this though, I've got to admit. So I'm wondering, I'm just going to test it out first and see how well it cuts down the centre. Potentially with material scissors it would cut a truckload easier down the centre. I think it would work. Okay, wonder if those are half decent material scissors. They tell me that they're kitchen devils, and I know that my material scissors are out in my classroom, which is not terribly helpful at the moment. So I want something that will give me a half decent bow size, so I probably want it to about there. Let's see what I can do. Just going to make sure the video is definitely in focus. Oh, now that feels a bit light actually. Hopefully it's not too light. I'll check it again in a sec. All right, so I am happier with the idea of having a bow that's just done a lot thinner than this. And I think this will look nice. Oopsie. You have got to be kidding me. Yeah, that is cool. I'm quite happy with my bow being that size. And we need a bit of dimensionals. Whoopsie. 2. So a couple of dimensionals. And I wonder if the smile needs to be so that it's even with the bottom, and then have that on there, maybe. And stick that on with a glue dot. And trim off these bits. So there you go. There is one made. Wow, that took me quite a long time to make that too. I think it took me quite a long time. Potentially it might not have done, but I think it's probably because I did all the stamping of this first. And now that I've got this, I can make up some other ones. So I'm going to go through and make up a few more of these. And you can have a look on my blog because that'll be way quicker and you can see what I have created with them. But yeah, that is, I better actually put something there because of the, otherwise you're not going to be able to see anything. Actually thinking, you know, before I do that, I'm just going to make it stand out slightly better. Let's just put that over top of there. Just going to dunk the edges of it into the Petunia Pop again. There we go. Make sure that's dry before I go and pop it on top of my other piece of cardstock there. There we go. That comes out a lot better now. I like that. All right, so yes, pop along to my blog, have a check out of what else I create, and come and join me next Saturday. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to share the love, and see you next Saturday. Thanks, bye.